Dr. Katz's office?
Hi, this is Stephen Wright. I'm going to be a little bit late because, I keep getting distracted by the stuff out here. And I'll be there in a few minutes. Thanks. Hi, this is for you. Just kidding. I have an 11:30 appointment. I'm, 380 seconds late. I don't know if you want to notify him or just tell him, but I'm here and I'm ready. I'll just sit over here. You know, I don't know if you know this or not, but I consider you my best friend. You may be looking at it a different way, but I'm just gonna wait over here.
Are you on any kind of medication now, or have you taken any medication?
I've taken Robitussin. That's,
Okay.
you know, I got a little bit addicted to it. I would try to get sore throats on purpose and stuff. I don't know if I liked the taste or if it actually made me a little bit high or... Sprouts aren't medication.
No,
right?
sprouts are not at all
I
medication.
love sprouts.
Yeah. How many cups of coffee have you had today?
This is my third.
Your third.
I usually have between 3 and 12. And now I'm on my third, and I'm getting a little bit wired up now. Is that why you asked me?
No, because I remember you were telling me last week that you would have sometimes 4 or 5 cups of coffee before your first cup of coffee.
I start counting the coffees at 9:30, so if I drink a coffee before that, it doesn't count.
Now, are you able to sleep all right? I mean,
I haven't slept straight through in about 15 years. I sleep in shifts. I sleep for an hour, wake up, sleep for an hour and a half, wake up. It's almost like I'm on watch. I'm on watch, like in the World War II movies, where one guy would sleep and the other guy would, you know, they'd go back and forth. Except there's only one guy and there's nothing out there.
if I characterized you as being hyper-vigilant about your surroundings, does that describe you, do you think? Is that
I
fair
don't
to
know
say?
what that means.
I'm not sure myself. I'm just working from a text here. But you have all the symptoms of one of those guys. Do you experience shortness of breath?
No.
Or do you have palpitations?
No.
Do you have intrusive thoughts?
Impossible.
Thoughts that intrude on your ability to function?
Oh, yes, but they're created by me. They're not brought in from the outside. I misinterpreted the question.
All of your thoughts are created by you.
Yep.
That's the nature of thoughts.
Look, how abstract are you going to get in here? I mean...
Blue?
What is your point?
All I'm saying is if you have intrusive thoughts, it's a mechanism of self-sabotage. It's your own mind interfering with your ability to enjoy life.
I guess I have them. I'll admit it.
Told you. Can I ask you this, Stephen? Is there a history of depression in your family?
Yep.
How far back does it go?
Years. My grandparents were from Europe. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I don't think my family ever adjusted to the time change.
I want to ask you,
Yeah.
first of all, if you're afraid of heights.
I used to be.
You got over it?
Yeah, I just realized that there was other directions, and why focus on one? And I became completely relaxed.
And what about your fear of the clock? You think you can trace that back to when you were a kid? Is that right?
Because at night, when I was a boy, sometimes I'd be down eating my lunch at midnight, and my mother would come out and she'd say, "Oh no, lunch is the other 12."
You think I have a swimmer's body or a diver's body?
I bet you have a really amazing cannonball.
You know what's really weird
What?
about me?
What's
I have
weird?
leg hair, but I don't have chest hair.
That is something I did not want to know.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is insane. I should have never came in here. I'm gonna take a penny out of my pocket and just throw it at him and see if he even knows I'm in here.
Ow. Okay.
I fell off the ceiling or something. I wasn't paying attention. Guy is nuts.
Stephen, how has your appetite been lately? You eating properly, you think?
It's confusing because I made this rule up when I was a little kid that I would never eat on an empty stomach. So that's thrown it off. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I need another coffee. I'm so wired. No one knows, though. I'm sweating internally. Just gotta act like nothing's wrong. Imagine that. That's what I'm thinking. I'm in the waiting room of a psychiatrist, and I'm thinking, act like nothing's wrong. I'm totally insane. 10 more seconds of her not looking at me, and I'm gonna just throw that desk right out the window, just to see if she looks up. 8, 7. No, new plan. Just sit here.
Do you feel like you have a special mission?
I didn't until you just asked me that.
So
Now I'm wondering what it is, and I'm wondering if you're involved. And I'm wondering if it's very violent.
Let's come back to that. Do you feel like the TV or the computer can control your thoughts?
You look like a girl that I've seen before, or maybe it's your name, although I don't know your name. Maybe she's not even listening to me. I'll test her. Excuse me, do you have any matches? Because I'm gonna light the building on fire.
Huh?
Nothing, I thought it was time.
Could you wait over there, please?
I'll wait here, I'll wait over there. Time and space doesn't matter to me. I'm a Magellan. I'm a local Magellan. I can go from here to over there. I consider this rug like a small Pacific Ocean.
Well, can I just ask you a couple of quick questions?
Yep.
First of all, have you seen any other therapists?
Yep.
Okay, and don't let the brevity of my question influence the length of your answer, you know?
All right.
These are just things I need to know for insurance purposes.
Oh. I saw one when I was 9 years old. For most of my year of being 9, I saw a psychiatrist.
Was that your idea, or was it your parents' idea?
It was my parents' idea because I have a tendency to this is only from other people's angle on it. You might say I overthink situations, but I don't think that I overthink situations. I just think, I'm not saying that the rest of the world underthinks. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just saying they made me go because they thought I was Should I just tell you what the situation is rather than...
Please.
I realized as a young boy that most people die when they're in double digits. You know, most people don't die before 10 and after 100. So I was 9 and I was going in. You're
about to enter your double digits.
Yes, and it was freaking me out. I was nervous. I couldn't sleep. And they asked me what's wrong, and I told them, and then that's when they had me go to a psychiatrist. I don't know if it helped or not. I turned 10 anyway, and it's a true thing, you know.
Is there a history of longevity in your family?
Yeah, with the older people there is.
Why did you stop seeing Dr. Glassman?
My parents thought I was more relaxed and I was more sociable, and what I did was I faked being normal to the point of they said I didn't have to go anymore.
How did you act normal? What did you think normal was as a 9-year-old?
You know, helping with the dishes and mowing the lawn and smiling and not telling them what I was really thinking.
Because it's
just picking the cat up and whipping it through the picture window and lighting the garage on fire and drawings with knives and everything. I'd show them the trees and the lake. Oh, see, isn't that good? See the boat on the water? Good. But my real paintings in the closet, you know.
Didn't show them.
No. They would make something look like something else. Not good with analogies.
That was fine. Tell me your earliest childhood memory.
I was 4 months old. I realized I had the full power of speech, and there was a nurse came in, and I said a complete and whole sentence to her. I said, "Do you mind shutting the window? I think my feet are getting cold." And her reaction was so horrifying that I realized I better wait at least 10 more months before I do this again. I'll never forget that nurse, Heather or something. And you, how about your earliest memory?
That's not really appropriate, Stephen. This is not about me.
That just makes my imagination run wild. Scary.
Stephen, what about your sexual desire? Would you say that fluctuates?
Fluctuates from extreme to very high. Back and forth. Like a rabid sparrow trying to get out of an attic. Trying to find the window on the end. Go, back and forth, back and forth.
So it's good then?
It's good and frustrating simultaneously.
Are you able to sustain a relationship with a woman these days?
The longest relationship I've had is 4 months with a woman.
Is that ever? Or is that just over the last couple of years?
The last couple of years, they seem to be getting shorter. The longest one I had was 6 months when I was in 9th grade. I went out with a woman, she was 31, and I was a Boy Scout. I told her I was in the Air Force. She wasn't very intelligent, but she was something.
She was passionate?
Passionate, had her own place.
Did your parents find out about that?
Yeah, when I kept asking them to drive me to Hanscom Field, then they figured it out. They waited one time, they saw me go in the officers' club and out the other side and get into a 72 Chevy with this blonde woman who lived in Stoneham. She was an architect or a shoe salesman or something. We didn't talk a lot.
Oops. You know what the music means. Our time is up.
Her name was Heidi.